Good evening everyone, happy Sunday. Just wait for the comments and bits and bobs to pop up, but if you're here please say hello. Chat along in the comments as we go and I'll try and keep it. Today I've got for you a theme of cherries and berries and well, some tasty ones here actually, but they're quite boozy, so apologies if you're looking for mocktails, you're not going to get those today. But I'm hoping to bring you some mocktails on another session soon. So if you, like I say, if you're here, please say hello. Hopefully I can see comments as you come in. And let's go, shall we? So my first one, this is actually, it's a shot really, a large shot, but I've doubled up the ingredients. Oh, hi Jamie, thank you. I knew somebody's here. So this one is usually served in a big shot, half the measures that I'm going to do today, but I really like it served in a cocktail glass. Okay, this is probably our booziest one tonight, and it's called a cherry bomb. So you will need some vodka. So I've got some white rum. I've just got a cheap little white rum here, but your Bacardi, something like that, will do the job as well. And I've got cinnamon schnapps. So this would be Goldschlager, something like that you probably have heard of. I've got Gold Strike by Bols, just about. What you normally find with the schnapps is the bits of gold in the bottom. So Goldschlager and things like that have that in the bottom. Oh, we've got more people. Hi, we've got Carol, we've got Robert, I think I've got your sunshine. I saw your post earlier. I think I've got that. So, Gold Strike is a good one. I really like it. It isn't cheap, but it is really, really tasty. They also do a Silver Strike, which is slightly less. So, Gold Strike is about 50%, and the Silver Strike is about 30%, I think. So, oh, am I disappearing? Oh dear, hope not. Oh well, hopefully it's you again, Jamie, but I don't know because I am a little bit juddery on my screen, so apologies if I'm dropping in and out. That's the wonders of the internet, isn't it? So, oh, I forgot the important bit. A cherry bomb needs cherries. So go for a really good maraschino cherry because you only use the one, so you can use the sort of the cheaper cocktail cherries that you can get in the supermarket. A lot of supermarket brands do them. For me, these are my favourites. They are Luxardo maraschino cherries in a syrup, and Starlino do one as well, which are really good. So normally, oh, I know what I've forgotten. I've actually forgotten the other half of the shaker. Hang on a sec. Oops. Oh, that's easy. Dear me. Oh my goodness, already. I've been so careful with my list today as well. Alright, so bottom half of my shaker. So normally what you'd do if it's all booze is you'd stir it, but this one does call for a bit of a shake. You really want to get that coolness through it. So we are going for 2 vodka. So remember, I have doubled up here for my martini glass. If you're doing a shot, then you just want one. Absolut, such a good vodka for mixing. I tend to only buy it when it's on offer. So 2 vodka in there. You want about 1 of your cinnamon schnapps. Ah, Carol, you like the flavour of cherries but not keen on eating the whole ones. Well, these ones get booze soaked, so I wouldn't worry. So you want about 1. Hopefully I'm going to get 1 out of here. If you're not that keen on cinnamon, swap this out for something, swap this out for something like amaretto, and you've got like a sort of almondy flavour to go with your cherry. So 1 shot of cinnamon schnapps and 1 of your white rum. So it's pretty boozy this. So with it being a shot, obviously you can just neck it, but I wouldn't recommend necking a cocktail glass full. So into there we want our ice. I just don't know if you can see, but the gold bits are floating around in there, so it gives a really pretty effect to a cocktail when you've got the cinnamon schnapps on. And we'll give it a good old shake. Yeah, I thought you could coat with booze soaked ones. So this one you really want to chill down, and it's really so that you get the coolness actually enhances the fieriness of the cinnamon schnapps. So yeah, that's why it's a cherry bomb. There we go. Oh, my hand is about frozen, so we'll have that. And then you want to strain this into your glass. Nice clear one, nice elegant one. Didn't taste it. No, it's still elegant when you taste it, I shouldn't say. Got nice bits of gold floating around in there. And then just one cherry. We're going to sink the cherry into our drink. Some people put the cherry in first, but it's a cherry bomb, so it feels like you should bomb it in. So I like to take some of the syrup with it as well. There we go. I just love these cherries. Terrible. You can eat them out of the jar. Oh, that's got me there. And that's it, really. That is our cherry bomb. So really quite a simple one if you've got those ingredients. The gold is floating around beautifully in there. I don't think you'll be able to see it because it goes a little cloudy. Yeah, I didn't even see that. So let's have a taste. It's just really nice. Imagine a martini with that cinnamon kick. Really nice. And then when you get to the bottom, that lovely booze-soaked cherry is just delicious. That's our cherry bomb. I thought I'd start us off with a nice pokey one. So next up, I am going to do one that you've probably all tried. If you haven't tried it, I would try it. It's a real classic, but it's actually a classic from the 1980s. It's not an old classic. And this is a Bramble. So for a Bramble is a gin-based cocktail. Make a bit of room here. Oops. And for this, I have got the Hortus London Dry Gin from Lidl. I quite like the Lidl gins for cocktail making. Keeps the price down. But go for your favourite one. London Dry or an Old Tom is a better choice for this one because what you want is the flavour of the blackberries to come out. So you need your gin, you will need some lemon juice, squeezing live today, as I lose my lemon squeezer. There we go. You will need some creme de mure. So creme de mure is a blackberry liqueur. If you don't have creme de mure, you could use creme de cassis here, but that would make it blackcurrant rather than blackberry, so it doesn't become your Bramble. It becomes whatever a blackcurrant thing is. And you will need some sugar syrup, and I completely forgot about my sugar syrup, so I am going to put a dash of maraschino liqueur in. Maraschino liqueur kind of switches out quite nicely with sugar syrup for some cocktails, and it works really well in this one. And so if you're doing the classic, that's all you need. I'm going to go more blackberry with this one. So I have got some blackberries from my mum's garden that I'm going to use. What you need to do is choose some good ones for your garnish at the end, and then we'll choose some to squish up. So we are going to serve this into our rocks glass, okay? I've got to get this the right way around. If you're not doing the blackberries, that's fine. You've still got a bramble. This gives us extra. I don't know what's going on in there, but it's clattering about. So first up, you want about 4, 5, 6 blackberries into the bottom of your glass. So put them in. Skip this bit if you wish. You don't. If you haven't got blackberries, don't worry. And you will need a muddler. So a muddler is like a small baton. You can use the end of a rolling pin. Some bar spoons will have a flat piece on the end as well, and you could use that. We're just going to squish these. These are squishing quite nicely because I've had them. Oh, that one's not. But I've had them in the freezer. They tend to go a little bit squishier when they've been in there. So squish all that down. You want that in your glass. Let it just sit in the bottom. It's all stuck to my muddler. I need my muddler later, so trying it. So if you've got fresh ones, they'll be a bit juicier at this point. Okay, and we'll just set that aside for a moment. Then into your shaker. So we want a little bit of ice to chip this down, and we are going to go for. I'll get my measures right because I changed the measures. I've upped them a little bit because this glass I like a bit more in. So, new one. So you want 2 gin. Put your gin in there. Now we're going to try out a new method of how you build your ingredients because I've been watching a few videos and apparently you should start building your cocktail with the cheapest ingredients first, just in case you make a mistake. But then I always drink my mistakes anyway, so I didn't worry about that one. Then you will need about half a shot of your lemon juice. So with your lemon, you want some lemon for garnish later as well, so take a nice slice of your lemon for your garnish. I've chosen this most stupid of knives here, never mind. Here we go. Whoops. And I've got a giant lemon. Unfortunately, the lemons we seem to get at the moment have got so much pith on and quite wide, so obviously not got nice thin skins. I don't know if they're meant to have thick skins or not. So we're going to squeeze. We want about 1 shot. Get it in. 1 shot of our lemon juice. I'm going to measure it, and I'm going to spill it everywhere. Of course I am. This one's a tricky one. A bit more, please. It's all in there. There we go. I think that's, yeah, that's about a shot in there, I think. Oh, a brute. So your lemon juice into there. It's quite heavy on the lemon, this one, but they are delicious. And this is where you will now balance that out. So you want something sweet to balance out that lemon. Often I will leave out the sugar syrup. I really like mine quite tart. So you would want about half a shot of sugar syrup or half a shot of your maraschino liqueur. Personally, I'm just going for a quarter. Oh, I've got trouble with the signal. Oh no! I think it might be me then. I am sorry. I will keep going and hope that you can all hear most of it and hope that it records okay. We'll see. If not, I'll have to do it again. That must be our internet. I'm very sorry. I will keep going, and I might do some re-recordings of any that are a little bit off. So apologies. So that's our gin, lemon juice and our sugar syrup or our maraschino liqueur. We're going to give this one a shake. There's a few steps to this, but I do think it's worth it. And once you've done a few, then you'll get to like it. Okay. Oh, Jamie can see me, and Tony said I'm still on, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Really sorry. You like a tart too, do you, Jamie? There, good old shake. and that mixes that up nicely. And what we're going to do is use crushed ice for a bramble. Okay, so if you've got crushed ice, it's great. I've got a bag full here that I've just bashed with a rolling pin earlier. So I'm going to fill up my glass now. So layer your ice, that bit wasn't very good crush. Layer your ice into your glass over the top of your blackberries. Okay. Oh, I should have got a little shovel thing, shouldn't I? Oh, freezing fingers. There we go. Oh, okay, I think some of you can see me. It's just, I don't know. Facebook has its moments, doesn't it? I'll have to see whether there's anything I can improve on the settings. So, there we have got our lovely blackberries and our crushed ice, and we are going to strain our gin, lemon and sugar syrup that's been shaken over that ice. If you need to, you can pop some more ice in. What I'm going to do, I will put a little bit more in actually. You can see there's a little, what you want is for your creme de mure to drizzle down, you see. Oh, I'm making a right mess of this one. This one's normally my my go-to. And then you want about half a shot of your creme de mure. And with this, what have you done with my jigger? Oh yeah. It's thrown me because I'm worried you can't all see me. It's about half a shot of your creme de mure. We are going to gently drizzle around the top. And depending on how good your crushed ice is, that will make a pretty picture. There we go. Oh, it's gone quite dark, hasn't it, on that one? It looks paler to me. And oh dear, okay, I'm jumping about apparently. Or was that just when I went to get the glass earlier? And then we're going to do our nice little garnish. So garnish traditionally is a slice of lemon. So just poke that in there. And I always like to have some lovely blackberries on the top of mine. So a couple of blackberries on the top there. And that is going to spill because that's gone right to the edge. I shouldn't have put the extra in, should I? And so that is our bramble, which is just beautiful. And I know I'm going to like this because I love them. Yeah, I do love this. Delicious. Really lovely one. So that is our 1980s classic, really. If you don't have the blackberries at the bottom, it really doesn't matter. It's still absolutely delicious to drink these. And the ones on board on P&O, I think they still have it on the menu. But really, any barman will know how to do a bramble. So if that's something that you love, then go for it. This time of year, when blackberries are in season, you know, go and pick a few off the hedges. It's absolutely lovely with that extra blackberry hit. I really love them. I'm lucky because my mum has got the most amazing blackberry bush, or blackberry, whatever they're called, big long things, in her garden, and they're just delicious year on year, absolutely delicious. So, and if you like your brambles, get some creme de mure. I have the Giffard one, by the way, which is my favourite I found so far. Alright, so that's our bramble. Next, oh, I'm right in a mess, goodness me. In my brain and on the table. So, next up, oops, I've got my dregs bowl this week, so I'm alright. This next one is another muddly one. It is a blueberry cocktail. So we will be using our vodka again. So vodka. We will be using blueberries, obviously. Had to get these from the supermarket. I don't know anybody who's got a blueberry bush. Off to Fleet to the Premier Inn. Okay. Have a good evening and enjoy. I'm sure you can catch up. Yeah. So blueberries, my blueberries are from the supermarket. And you will need a little bit of wine. So go for a Sauvignon Blanc, or I have a Chenin Blanc, which I'm rather enjoying actually. This is a Chenin Blanc, rather cheap from Lidl. But it's a really nice one in this. And you'll also, optional is some sugar syrup again. So again, you could use maraschino liqueur in this if you want. It's only a little bit. So first up, we need to muddle our blueberries. And you need about 20, 25, something like that. So chuck them in the bottom of your shaker. I've lost count already. Dear me. Save some nice ones though for your garnish. You want about 3 or 5 for your garnish. I've got about 25. It's like one of those guess the number of sweets in the jar, isn't it? I don't mind a premiere in, you know. Don't know what it is. I think it's because you know what you're going to get. And I've been in worse, put it that way. So you're going to squish up, muddle your blueberries in there. Give them a good old squish. You want all of them squashed. So they're going to get shaken with everything else. And these are what will give the colour. Sometimes blueberries don't always give a lot of colour if you're getting them from the supermarket. I'm not sure how this one's going to perform. It might do. We'll give it a go. And into there we want 2 vodka. Whoops. So this is rather like a fruity martini in a way, but rather than using vermouth, you're just using a bit of wine. So if you're not somebody who has, I love vermouth, so I always have vermouth in. But if you don't have a lot of vermouth, you can use the wine instead. So you want about 3/4 of a shot. That's all, not the whole bottle. 3/4 of a shot of glug 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 of your wine. And I don't really go expensive on the wine when I'm using them in cocktails, but choose one that you know you like, just in case. And then you want about 1/4 of a shot. That's all, just a dash really, of your sugar syrup or your maraschino liqueur. So the maraschino liqueur is going to make it slightly boozier, but it's not hugely strong, I don't think. 25%. So I think this is going to come out a funny kind of plummy grey colour because of the colours of the blueberries, but we'll not worry. And I'm going to serve this in a cube. So we'll get our ice in. And again, because it's a martini style cocktail, really want to chill it down. And push that on because it's got bits in it. And a good old shake. So nice and chilled down the side there. Love it when it does that. It's like when you when you used to be in a car and you could write on the windows. With all the aircon and everything now in cars, you don't get that, do you? I remember as a kid being told off for writing on the windows. And we're going to strain this into our glass. Let's see what colour this has come out. Oh, it's really pretty actually. What I should have said, there's another thing I forgot, is you might want to double strain this. I don't mind bits in my cocktails. I know some people do. So if you don't like bits, then make sure you double strain that. It'll come out a bit clearer. Oh, it smells gorgeous actually. It smells really lovely blueberry. Absolutely lovely. And then we're going to garnish this with some fresh blueberries. Really nice, simple one. Good one to have the ingredients for, I think. And you could do this with any berry. So you could use raspberries, strawberries, whatever you like. There we go. Our blueberry cocktail. Like that. Let's have a taste. Oh, it's quite sharp actually. Nice. It's not too sweet at all. Whether it's because the blueberries are a bit sharper. It says sweet on the label, but I don't think they're that sweet. But that would be lovely. Actually, if you find that a bit too strong, because I'm finding it's tipping a little bit, I think you could drink that in a highball filled with ice and top up with soda or lemonade. Lemonade would bring a more sweetness to it, and I think that would be lovely. There we go. So that was a blueberry cocktail. I'm going for another berry next, and it's one I think a lot of you will have tried before, but you probably know it in the frozen version. So I'm going to do a strawberry daiquiri, and of course, no I'm not. I'm doing a strawberry margarita. So the strawberry margarita is with tequila. So I have got the Cazcabel tequila blanco. I like the Cazcabel range. They also have very pretty bottles. I don't know if you can see that, how lovely that is. So silver tequila, white tequila basically. If you want, you can swap the tequila out for a white rum. That would make it probably a daiquiri. Or even vodka or gin would work here. Personally, I love tequila and I also love white rum, so those would be the two that I'd go for. You will need some strawberries, of course. So again, fortunately from the supermarket at the moment. And you will need lime. And you will need some Cointreau or triple sec. So I've got a little bit of Cointreau left, so I'll go with that. And a little bit of sugar syrup as well, if you wish. So I'm not going to actually, because I find that the Cointreau brings the sweetness enough. You could add, instead of that, you could use a strawberry liqueur as well if you wanted to really pop the strawberryness. So we are going to clean out the shaker. This is the trouble when I have to do all the ones with bits in, all the muddling. So I definitely need to sort out extras, don't I? Otherwise I end up cleaning. You watch me clean. You know, watch me clean. Can't do that bit. There we go. That'll do. It'll be fine. Use a clean one when you're at home. Thank you, Carol. No worries. Yeah, I think the video quick. I'm hoping it will have recorded okay. So if it's recorded okay, then I'll share that out. If it hasn't recorded okay, I'll do each one individually, because I'll love to drink them again. So we are going to use probably 3 or 4 strawberries. So just take the main green bits off, chop them up a little into quarters or something like that. So we're going to muddle these as well. Whoops, I've got quite large strawberries, so I think I will go for probably 3. Save a nice one for your garnish. Oh, smell delicious. Absolutely delicious. So Margarita, the frozen ones do tend to be more popular when you're on holiday. Often use the mixes rather than fresh fruit, which is fine, but I do like the fresh fruit. So we're going to muddle this one as well. So a good old squish in there. Muddling is really good for any, you know, squishing your cares and worries away. Stress relief. Ooh, these are really juicy strawberries, so this is going to be a good one. As ripe as you possibly can with the strawberries, because then you get that lovely, lovely, it just smell of fresh strawberries, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely love it. There we go. Leave that all in there. And then what we want to do is add 2 tequila. Really lovely on here. Oh, I love the smell of it. I know some people struggle with tequila, but I absolutely love it. Don't always go for a white or the silver one. So I do like the Reposado, which is aged a little more. So that's usually your golden. And that would work well here as well. So you don't have to stick with the white bit. Just give a slightly cleaner, crisper flavour to this one. Then you want the juice of about 1 lime. My lime is quite large. I'm okay with that. So maybe a little over 1, but you can just use half if you prefer. Squash that straight in. In fact, that's definitely over half. And another one here. Lovely. And then your Cointreau is about 1 shot. Okay, so 1 shot of Cointreau. Oh, it's another thing that smells gorgeous. You can use triple sec here instead. Cointreau is a triple sec. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm a little short on my Cointreau. Shopping list again. And if you're going to add sugar syrup into here, just about 1/4 of a shot of sugar syrup if you prefer it sweeter. I know that these strawberries are really sweet, and I know I've got sweetness from the Cointreau. So for me, I don't really go for the overly sweet cocktails, this is perfect for me. And we are going to serve it into a margarita glass. So a margarita glass is this kind of shape. But you probably haven't got one of those, don't worry, you can use a coupe or a cocktail glass. You can even do this over ice in a rocks glass or in highball. So it works great, really versatile this one. I'm not going to use that. I need more shakers. I'm going to need 5 shakers the way I'm going. Oh, and I haven't put my ice in. Nice. Oh, I think I've still got some of you with me, so thank you for persevering. And have a good old shake. There we go. Nice and chilled. What I'd forgotten to say through most of these, in fact all of them, if you can chill down your glasses beforehand, then do that. It really adds something to the cocktail as well. And we're going to strain this one into our glass. Again, double strain it if you don't like bits. I really don't mind. There we go. And if you really want to do a frozen version, then just blend up that mixture with some ice in a blender, and you can do that instead. Still some in there. Get it all out. Beautiful colour. That's a great thing about the strawberries. They do give a really good colour. There we go, look at that, that's stunning. Oh, I forgot to do my glass preparation. Can't do it now because I poured it in. What I was going to do was do the rim of the glass, and I was going to put some sprinkles around it. So imagine those are all around there. What you do to do the rim of the glass, whether you're doing salt or sugar, sprinkles, chocolate flakes, all of that kind of stuff that you can really add to your cocktail, how it looks. Just swipe a little bit of citrus, usually lime, but orange or lemon will work well as well. Just sweep it gently around your glass, and then turn up your glass into a tea plate of the bits and bobs that you want on it, so whether that's salt or sugar or whatever. Classically with a margarita, you're looking at salts, but it's really lovely with sugar as well if you prefer a sweeter version, and you can do all sorts with it. Yeah. And when it's a chocolate cocktail, you've got to have those chocolate sprinkles around it, haven't you? So we are going to decorate with, or garnish I should say, with a strawberry. You could also garnish with lime here if you prefer. I'll just pop that on the side there. Real simple one. So now it's going to be good. Yeah, that's good. That is actually really still very sweet, and that's because of the strawberries. The strawberries are really good in there. Lovely. Definitely one of the 5 a day. So now I'm going to go back to cherry. It's cherries and berries after all. And for our last one, this is actually one dating back to 1937. It is called a royal toast, and we serve it into a cocktail glass. I've got to try and work out which shaker is going to be better to empty. I think it'll be okay. Oh, blueberries galore in there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Get rid of that. Spill some strawberry juice. And so for this one, you will need your vodka again. Lovely vodka. So this is a cherry flavour. So Carol, if you're still here, this is the one with the cherry flavour. And the cherry flavour is coming from this delicious, this is just delicious. It's delicious. It's a cherry liqueur. Having received this, I've had it before, but having received it again this week, I realised my normal choice of cherry brandy from the supermarket, whatever, just doesn't cut it in cocktails. So I think from now on it's got to be this or better for my cocktails. So cherry Heering, cherry liqueur. It is more expensive than the cherry brandy. I think this one was around 20, can't remember. But this, rather than focusing on the brandy, is focusing on the cherries. This is really, really cherry. So if you love cherry flavours, you love your Singapore slings, things like that, then go for the cherry Heering or something similar to that. So vodka, cherry, and we're using a dry vermouth. So I've got here Londinio dry vermouth. So it's sort of herbs and spices, and this one's actually an English wine based vermouth. So let's give it a go. That is all you need. Oh, and your cherries for garnish, that is. So into our glass, where have I put that? Oh, that one's a mess as well. Never mind. Oops. That's the trouble when you do like the fruit ones. You get all the bits and pieces all in it. So let's go for, we're going to go for 1.5 vodka. So I don't really know the story behind this one, but 1937 I think was a coronation year, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't tell you which king there. 1.5 vodka. You need about 3/4 to 1 shot of your cherry liqueur or your cherry brandy. If you've got a cherry brandy that you love, then stick with that. I do find some of the cheaper ones, they tend to start tasting a bit medicinal. And that's what I've been finding with some of the cherry cocktails that I have done, is that they're really getting too far near the medicinal for my liking. So, and then you want about 1 shot, or just over 1 shot of your dry vermouth. So Martini Bianco, something like that, is a white vermouth that you'd be looking for the dry. You could go extra dry as well if you wanted to. And this one, actually, you should probably stir this one. So you stir or shake it. I'm going to stir it actually because my shakers are in a right mess from all that fruit. So we'll stir this one. Lots of ice. Of course, what I haven't done is actually, oh, where's that spoon? That'll do. My bar spoon is still being washed up. So give it a good old stir. You really want to chill that down. 30 seconds or so perhaps for this one, mainly because it feels quite warm to me, but this room gets really warm. Let's see how we go. I think some of you are still with me. I've still got numbers on the screen, so hope so. So I'm really sorry about the internet. Our internet is pretty poor here, I have to say. I would name and shame, but I won't yet. So let's have a strain into our glass. Really elegant one, this one. If you like a richer after dinner cocktail, I think you'll enjoy this. Again, you could have it on the rocks if you wish. It'd be just as good. And this one is another one that you sink a cherry into the bottom. So nice. Plop of a cherry. Like that. I like syrup, so agreed with syrup. Well, there we go. That is our royal toast. Oh yeah, that's right, on my street. Absolutely delicious, really rich. Definitely an after dinner one. Probably quite an autumnal winter one. I can imagine sitting there by the fire with that one. Absolutely lovely. So that was 5. So let's get a lineup. Hopefully you can all hear me with the lineup. I'm really hoping it's recorded. If not, I get to do them again, don't I? So it's not all bad. There we go. Quite pretty lineup. They're berry colours, aren't they? Lovely bramble there. Cherry bomb. So first up was our cherry bomb, and that was our vodka, our cinnamon schnapps, so Goldstrike, Goldschläger. I think Smirnoff still do a cinnamon vodka as well, so you could switch out the vodka for that. I think really a vanilla vodka would work nicely here too, even cherry vodka. So if you wanted more of that cherry flavour, then bring that in vodka. So that was vodka, cinnamon schnapps and rum. That was it. White rum. And you drop a cherry into the bottom. It looks really pretty from here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that on a photo or anything, but the gold bits from the cinnamon schnapps are just beautiful. Then we had our bramble. So the classic bramble really, but with added blackberries. So blackberries are in season at the moment, probably coming to the end of the season I think, but we muddled the blackberries in the bottom, and then we had gin, lemon juice, sugar syrup, all shaken up and poured over the ice, and then we drizzled with that creme de mure, which is a blackberry liqueur. Absolutely delicious, definitely one of my favourites. So if you want to surprise me with a drink, you can't go wrong with this one. Then we had the blueberry cocktail, which I really like, but I feel it needs to be probably longer. I don't know, not feeling on that one. But it was our blueberries, our, was it vodka, that one? Yes, vodka. Yes, it was vodka. Vodka, our sugar syrup, and a little bit of wine in there as well. So it's really lovely, but I think it needs something else. So I might work on that one. Then we had a delicious strawberry margarita. So strawberries, tequila, Cointreau, lime juice, a little bit of sugar syrup in there if you want to. I don't feel it needs it, but if you love that sweetness, then go for that. You could blend it up instead if you wish. Just pop it in a blender with some ice to get that kind of frozen bit in there. And then this one is absolutely delicious. I really like this one. This would be my after dinner evening, on board or not. And this was our vodka, our cherry Heering, that lovely cherry liqueur, and some vermouth, dry vermouth. And then a cherry in there as well, just to enhance that cherry even more. So absolutely delicious. I think my favourite, I don't know, I'd drink them all, but I'd probably want to tweak this one. So I hope you got to see a reasonable amount of that. I know the internet's been really bad, so I'm so sorry. What I usually do is I download it and I'll play it back. If it's too jittery, jittery, whatever, then I will record them for you as well. So thank you very, very much for joining me, and I hope you get to enjoy some of these. I think my next one is the 3rd, I want to say the 3rd of October, I think that's right. Haven't got anything in the plan at the moment, so if you want to get something in there, one of your favourite cocktails, or if you've got an ingredient in the cupboard that you'd like to use up, then just let me know and we'll have a play with that as well. So thank you very much for trying to stick around, and I will see you again soon. Thank you very, very much. Bye for now.